All right, ladies and gentlemen, definitely couldn't miss this one. We are doing Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey.
It is 9:22 p.m.
Yeah, so yeah, just off the hop here, we are watching the 11 p.m. showing in 70mm IMAX.
Yeah, one of the 40 theaters in the world.
But we didn't get to nap today.
We didn't get to nap. We've had a lot of activities.
Yeah.
We won't go into them here. We like to keep our private lives private. But let's just say it's been a full slate.
So on the top of my head right now is I am genuinely nervous I'm going to fall asleep in this movie.
Or I'm gonna make it through but resent this movie forever.
Oh,
'Cause I'll
fuck.
be like, oh, like that was the one. Like it'll just take me back to that crushing tiredness.
Fighting it. Yeah.
Or we're just gonna hit a good stride and the movie's gonna be so good that we just stay up.
You ended up going to watch Oppenheimer in 70mm, right?
Yes.
It's
insane.
it's something else.
Yes.
So that's what I'm just banking on. It's so fucking loud too.
Like it's Nolan movie
it's
too.
So loud.
Do you think, just dive right into it here, do you think he's addressed the mixing concerns?
It's a great
Because
question.
Oppenheimer was less so, right?
Yeah, everyone says it's because the IMAX cameras are so loud.
Yeah.
And I saw like the Ryan Coogler BTS stuff. I'm sure he has.
Can I get a Ryan Coogler talking about that?
No, he's a tough impression.
When you're mixing these movies,
Yeah, you got the 70mm in here, but then you go
you gotta get more shit.
1.4.3.
Here's your excellent movie here.
Yeah.
I love him. He's great. But anyway, we're here for the Odyssey. I'm a little grumpy, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, you already took 2 swings at me.
But we're here for the people. This is one of, probably, you could definitely argue this is the biggest movie release of the year.
Yeah,
It's right.
It's
Smack dab.
Doomsday.
I think that's the biggest movie event.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of single movie release, it's smack dab the prime July summer spot.
Yeah, it's coming off a Best Picture.
He's coming off an Oscar win, a Best Picture. It's just the ensemble cast of 2026.
Yeah, Tom and
to the point where people are actually kind of annoyed about it. I was listing the
Pats.
cast to my sister, and she's like, "Oh, that's like so annoying. Why
should we list the cast, or everyone kind of knows?
Let's do it because it's just quite insane." So I thought for the longest time this movie starred Tom Holland, but Matt Damon is like the
Matt
star.
Damon is Odysseus.
It's so sick when Odyssey killed that guy. Okay, so Matt Damon,
Tom Holland,
Anne Hathaway,
Robert Pattinson.
yeah, it's usually Anne Hathaway, John Barenthal,
Oh yeah, fuck. Zendaya.
yeah. Don't tell me because I'm forgetting people. Travis Scott.
Yeah, Charlize Theron.
Oh yeah. Elliot Page.
Oh yeah.
Do you think there could be a Matt Damon Interstellar-esque surprise appearance from an actor?
Like who would it be? Like Matthew
Leo?
McConaughey is like Agamemnon or something like that.
Yeah. Oh. Big rat.
Before we get into sides, actually let's do sides first.
Yeah. Thanks.
So our last movie was Mando and Grogu.
Yes.
We did have some shared ones.
I think we have a lot of overlap.
Yeah,
to be
so
honest.
maybe we'll do a little bit more discussion on the overlap ones, but
Yeah.
let's get into it. Just go back and forth here.
Yeah, my first one after Mando, according to my letterbox, was Disclosure Day.
Yeah, so I also watched Disclosure
Yeah.
Day.
Neither of us really liked it. And
No,
it's only gotten worse since I've seen it because it's just
getting clowned on
mean.
now. Yeah, it's just so silly and goofy, but tries to take itself seriously. That's the
And
biggest.
yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is how little it added to the genre.
Yeah.
There
Wow,
was
well said.
nothing new,
Yeah,
and that
well said.
was a big shame.
Yeah, very disappointing.
Yeah.
I did manage to sneak in Close Encounters of the Third Kind
Yeah.
before it.
Which you didn't like, right?
No, it's just I was actually talking to your dad about
Yeah.
it today. It's just a product of its time for me.
Yeah.
Like it's just like since so many aliens come to Earth, First Contact type movies that like I've been so spoiled that
kinda-
watching this was just like, whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of what I imagine like showing someone who's never seen The Matrix.
Oh,
It's just
interesting.
like I've seen all these slow-mo
But better.
dodging. You're saying Matrix does it better?
No,
Or,
like in movies
people take it
nowadays.
and they do improve on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you go.
I watched the A24 Glenn Powell How to Make a Killing.
Why did you watch that?
Oh, it's been on my list. Not good.
Yeah,
Stupid.
like probably a 5 out of 10.
It was just like I don't even know what I was watching.
He needs to do something.
And he's a better agent.
He's slipping into like Prime Originals real fast if he keeps this up.
Yeah, he's kind of following like the old school McConaughey trajectory. Doing like rom-com, and then
Needs a big role. Yeah. Next after that, according to this, is Backrooms.
Yes, so I also watched Backrooms.
I loved.
Yeah, you loved it.
Yeah.
I was indifferent, and my review was like, again, my God, it's just common thread here. I've had so much exposure to the Backrooms lore and the liminal space that it was just kind of like another entry for me.
Yeah, which it's disappointing because I think I had such a different perspective of. I know a little bit about liminal horror. I said it right?
Yep.
But I had never seen any of his like YouTube videos, or I'd never really gone deep into it. So it all felt very fresh and original to me. And for a horror movie, again, like this has been a year of fantastic performances. Like Chiwetel Ejiofor's like intensity.
Yeah, I also thought Renate Redbreast.
She was outstanding.
Super good,
like for a horror movie where that could just be like lots of heavy breathing and panicky. Like their counseling session alone was just like, and you just didn't know if you could trust him. It was like, this is a good guy. Is this a sleazy guy?
Yeah.
Really enjoyed that.
I have here, according to my list, Rachel Getting Married, a 2008 Anne Hathaway film, which
2005.
2008.
Okay.
I actually think producer and I were talking. We think you'd actually really like it.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's kind of up your alley, like slice of life, kind of struggling.
It's another like movie rental store poster that's in my head.
100%.
This is a good one. I saw Pressure, the new film with Brendan Fraser
and Damian Lewis. No,
Damian Lewis.
Oh, Damian Lewis and Andrew Scott.
Andrew Scott.
Yeah,
such a forgettable name. Again, amazing.
Really,
like, Brendan Fraser performance is Eisenhower.
This is my call, and my call. Whoa.
Are you sure about this?
Oh, that's so good.
Because if you're not, it's my ass.
That's weirdly good. It's so good.
But no, it's about weather systems in World War II, and who knew that could be so enthralling. Just a small movie in a small place, but with such consequential consequences.
Yeah.
Very up my alley. Sort of like Imitation Game meets Moneyball.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because he has a futuristic way of telling the weather.
Okay.
And I think it's all hokey pokey. He ends up changing the way it's all done.
Sign me up, dude.
I'm tired, but I'm on fire right now. Keep going.
I have this one. You've seen it before. American Fiction.
Yes.
With Jeffrey Wright. Man, it was so good. Yeah. So funny, and delivers like a message that's like, the way I wrote it is like accessible for everyone. So obviously it's like a Black written and directed film, but it's also like, as a non-Black person, like I was in it. I was like, oh, okay, I see what they're saying. I love it. Yeah.
Totally. I finally got around to this one, random, but Concussion.
Oh, really?
Smith.
Yeah, I called you actually. Was this the first time you've seen it?
Yeah. I'd started it once on like Netflix and got 15 minutes in. Yeah, we sat down and watched it. And again, it's a nice little movie. Just nothing crazy. Good, strong performance. A nice biopic.
I remember it was a funny story actually. I was talking to someone on my hockey team. We were talking about concussions. And they're like, oh, have you seen that documentary with all the football players? And I was like, oh, like I've seen the Will Smith movie Concussion. He's like, yeah, that's the one. I was like, oh.
So guy thinks because it's about a real thing, it's called a documentary.
Yeah.
Hockey Bro 101.
Yeah. Okay. This one I had to sneak in here. Toy Story 4. Hadn't seen it. It was good. Like Toy Story, I was a little hesitant because it's like, it's a cheap money grab, but they do justice by the franchise for sure.
Yeah. Once I got my head around like start of a new trilogy, it became better.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Whereas if you think of it as like Toy Story 4, which is kind of weird in retrospect, like they could have marketed it as like Toy Story a new chapter or something like that. I think it was actually received really well anyway. My next one would be Toy Story 5. I got out and saw that with the whole family. Really interesting. My nephew, 11 years old, loves movies. Has a great like patience like for kids these days. Like he can sit and watch he went and saw Michael Jackson in theaters and he just like loved it.
Nice.
But this one he wasn't really that into because I think it's so.
Because he wanted his iPad.
He didn't like the lily pad shout outs. But I think these days the makers of Toy Story are so smart and wise and sharp to their audience that I think invariably those movies are made a little bit more for like our generation.
100%. Yeah.
Because it's like playing on your heartstrings and the nostalgia of technology and analog stuff.
The human characters I realized in 4 are kind of closer to our age.
Yeah.
Like I was obviously the kid with the dad and was like trying to organize the trip and stuff like that. So
totally.
Something like that. Yeah.
And I really liked the protagonist shift to Jesse. Like, that's not something I would have thought of at all, but it worked really well. It didn't feel gimmicky, like, oh, let's make the lead like one of the female characters. It just felt like the natural way for the story to go.
Yeah.
And her story is like so compelling, and without spoiling anything, the famous like When She Loved Me montage from Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
It's like very important to the plot of this movie.
Oh, okay.
Which I thought was really cool.
Nice.
So yeah, I really liked that one.
Before we get into our shared one, I do have I did Hoppers, the Pixar one.
Oh yeah, I've heard very good things. No?
Okay. Boring. Yeah.
Made for babies?
Yeah. A lot of Pixar movies are made for babies these days.
Yeah. I got two more. I have three more actually, but I'll go quick. Coming to America.
Oh yeah, with
Eddie Murphy
yeah.
and Arsenio Hall. Quite liked it. Had some really good laughs. Again, one of those movies you can see, like, this movie walked so Austin Powers could run.
Oh, nice.
Sort of like that, but it had its own like angle as well. A little bit of Black Panther influence in there, which is pretty funny.
I did the Korean movie. Everyone's talking about the one that got snubbed last year. No Other Choice. Park Chan-wook.
I hear some people say it's like changed their lives. Other people say it's not that good.
I didn't land for me. A lot of it was there's a lot of humor in it, but it's
really
lost in like cultural or language translation. Like they'll like say a joke, and I'm just like, oh, and like I'm also like reading the subtitles as well, and it's just like, yeah, it's crazy though. Like my other movie group out east, they just all loved it, all fives across the board and stuff like that. Best movie of the year.
It was Chris Stuckman's #1 movie.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know.
Nice. Yeah, I will watch that at some point. But you don't feel it was controversial that it got shut out of the Oscars?
Best actor, I could definitely see.
Okay.
The guy from Squid Game, actually, it does a really good job. But best movie, I mean, it wasn't for me. I think you actually would really like it.
Yeah. Two more here. One, I know it was an overlap for us. A View to a Kill. Roger Moore, James Bond movie from 1985.
Yeah, I hated it.
Yeah, it was this cover art of this movie.
Yeah, the all time is your dad saying like, "Oh, I love that one."
Yeah. If you'd asked him one plot detail, he could not tell.
Yeah.
But no, that was a big miss. Obviously, Roger Moore can barely stand a movie of its time, but just not that entertaining, even in a campy bad way.
Yeah, we watched it in a group trying to make jokes, and we just like
we were on fire first.
Yeah, but we tapped out the last like 30 minutes.
And then, sorry, go on.
The last one that we have, we can say we watched it together, is The Invite.
The Invite.
What did you think of it?
Freaking loved it.
Yeah, it's fucking funny. Hey?
Nortz,
I knew. As I was watching, I was like, he's gonna love it.
Do you know what the funniest line in that entire movie was?
What?
No, it's probably like really blurry. It's in 4K. The way he dropped that line was just unbelievable. I thought Edward Norton was hilarious. Olivia Wilde, I just thought was exceptional. Like,
yeah, she's
such a real character. Right? Yeah, directed it. Seth Rogen really just like maturing as an actor as the years go by. Probably like the weakest of the four.
We said like our feedback was like he got a little bit Rogan-y.
Yes.
Like when he was doing the
why would you do that?
Yeah, when he's doing the name joke.
Yeah, like the hawk.
Yeah, and it was just, just like,
his character was actually like really mean.
Yeah,
like one of the meaner characters he's played. Is the point.
I thought it was left so it was like he was more the villain, so to say, the antagonist, and Olivia Wilde was more the protagonist in their relationship.
Yep.
I thought it would be more of a 50-50, but
and that's why the ending shots. And I know I haven't read into this yet, but I know they said they changed the ending like last minute. But it felt like it was a bit apologist for Rogan, like. All of a sudden, he was the lead, and
I agree.
She has to go comfort him. And it's like his piano musical journey. Like, I don't know if I loved that. Like,
I totally agree. With you, yeah,
it felt like a little bit of a cop out. Like, it was a very happy ending.
He was a piece of shit. I wanted her to be like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, like he just had no real redeeming qualities. Like, I think we all have days where we can be a bit like that, but he just seemed a bit, very narcissistic.
Yeah, it's like. A little contentious. We like contentious.
Yeah, when he was just hiding under the couch because he'd been yelled at so much.
When he popped up on the couch, I died.
Yeah, no, I thought that was one of the best movies I've seen all year. My wife absolutely loved it.
What did you like more, the drama or the Invite?
The Invite, for sure.
Good. Okay, let's switch gears. Let's get back to the Odyssey here. Okay. We've got about 20 minutes on the clock.
Yep.
My first question to you, fast or otherwise... how much Greek lore mythology are you up to date? Maybe the story of the Odyssey, including 2004's Troy.
Yeah, like honestly, embarrassingly little.
Yeah.
I've seen Troy. That's like pretty much my extent of knowledge of this era of history. So, but obviously this is not a historical. That's where I get a bit confused. People are like, oh, they didn't wear their helmets like that. But it's like, there's fucking monsters in this movie. So like, what's the...
Yeah. It's a poem based on his journey home.
Right. But like, excuse my ignorance here. Like, is this actually like obviously not the fantastical elements, but is like the core base story like supposed to have happened?
I have no idea.
Yeah, and that's I feel like I should, but I don't know that.
But here's my whole thing. I've been avoiding reading like the.
I just don't want to know anything.
Things you should know before the Odyssey. I'm like, you know what? Like,
there.
If I don't know anything about the story, I should still be able to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm looking forward to the deep dive I do after.
Yes,
you know?
I think that's how I'd prefer to do this.
And I think that's what Nolan does too. Like Oppenheimer.
Nobody knew that story really. Like people knew the name, but like.
Well, you knew the story of the bomb. You didn't know the story of
the ongoing legal battle.
The legal battle. Yeah, 100%.
And even how like he. Not to quote Thanos randomly here, but the whole like how he was kind of cursed with knowledge, like that aspect of his character, of how he couldn't really live like a normal person because of the way he saw the world.
Yeah.
That blew me away. The way Nolan chose that to like anchor the movie around was incredible. I remember he said he just watched, or when he read the autobiography, the really famous one.
Yeah.
And it's just like his face on the cover with like the cigarette. And he's like, I just looked in that man's eyes and I was like, I need to know more about this man.
Interesting.
And that was when he decided he was going to do the movie. And I think this is a similar, like, what is he going to anchor this whole movie around? Like, is it a father-son story? Is it, is he trying to say something about present day? Is he just flexing his filmmaking muscles? Like, that's what I'm really curious to kind of...
Yeah, like, what drew him to the Odyssey? I mean, like, it's interesting that he is doing, like, a 3-hour epic, Return of the Epics.
I think there's something... Like, he's checking off his bucket list a little bit. He's done his war movies now, and he's done his historical movies.
He's done his James Bond.
Yeah, I think he will do horror at some point. And this almost feels like, one review I said was this movie feels eerie and dark. Mm-hmm. And a lot of his movies, I guess they do feel that way. But this feels like maybe he's foraying into horror a little bit. Mm-hmm. But... yeah, I think it's partly he wants to have his sword and sandals epic on his resume. Yeah, his like Spartacus.
His Ridley. He wants to take a Ridley Scott.
Like, yeah. There's all these classic movies in that vein, and we don't.
Do you think this movie has a chance to kind of sit itself as the classics in the classics?
Yes, I think so. I think this will be considered a modern day classic. Like I'd say the movies he's made that have reached that status are Inception. Like whether you like it or not. It's a classic movie.
Interstellar,
1,000%. I would say Oppenheimer, like you'd think so, but will it live in the cultural?
Yeah, no, Oppenheimer like kind of came and went,
Mm-hmm.
And like, don't get me wrong, it's a great movie. It's just like kind of a narrow scope.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's a story about.
It did so well at the box office, though. Like,
yeah, it was like 800 or
900.
900, yeah.
Obviously, Tenet, no. Dunkirk, no. Good movie, but like, that'd be a classic.
The Batman's like.
You'd say The Dark Knight, probably. And yeah, he ticked his superhero box. So he's flirted with he's done his crime thriller with Insomnia.
And Memento, kind of.
And Memento. And then
Prestige.
The Prestige. It's hard to put that movie in a box.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh, there it is again.
But yeah, no, this is new and I'm excited that he's taken this on. I'm assuming this movie's also been, the story has been adapted many times before. Mm-hmm. But this feels like another staunch commitment to his, like, we need the entire crew miserable, out in the storms, practical. Even the monsters I hear are practical.
You can't tell the real Cyclops from the fake Cyclops, apparently.
Very well done.
I
can't wait to see the scale and scope and the twists and turns.
He does, like, no CGI extras, which is nice.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
That's so wild.
Something that's actually blew my mind about this, because we did Oppenheimer. You did Oppenheimer first in regular IMAX, then you went back in 70mm.
Yes.
But that movie, only certain parts of it were shot in 70mm.
Right.
This movie is the first movie ever to be fully shot in 70mm, to the point where I didn't realize if you were to go watch it at Tinseltown or Scotiabank, it is genuinely cut off.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And like significant.
Yeah, everyone's telling me like, oh, I went on the website and you can see like the helmet is totally cut off. It's like, oh my God.
It's wild. So like I feel so privileged to like see this movie this way. Mm-hmm. And the stress of like
we're gonna fall asleep.
We won't. But I do think there's gonna be some low moments. And I am like row Z, seat Z. Like I am in the
back corner.
Yeah. But maybe that'll be cool. Yeah, at least I can lean on the wall if it gets that bad. But no, I just feel like I think, everyone has said this, but the fact he's like committing at this stage in his career to like execute a movie like that with every frame shot in this format, like how many people would tell you that can't be done or shouldn't be done or it's just not economical, but he's just pushing the boundaries and he's sacrificing like years of his life to give us these experiences.
Yeah, well said.
And I can't wait to see this one.
I mean, it's hard to get into predictions because like
I don't know the story.
I don't know it either. I know like certain moments of the story. I won't bring them up.
Okay, here's a fast question for you. Is the Trojan horse, which quarter of the movie?
I was going to say, is it the beginning or I think it's the beginning.
You think that's like the opening scene?
That's the opening scene of the Trojan horse.
Don't we need to learn about why? That's because I don't know why.
I thought they do the Trojan horse and he goes, all right, let's go home.
So did the Trojan horse thing happen in real life?
Yes.
Or is it just a myth? Like, is it?
We got our history guy in the corner.
Is it like proven evidence that it happened?
They thought it was not real, and then they uncovered evidence that it was.
So what was the evidence? Do you know? Like, they didn't find the horse, obviously.
No, but they thought the city of Troy didn't exist, and then they uncovered artifacts about the actual history.
But do you think there's a chance it was maybe like a fable or a story back then? So they had like depicted it happening, but it didn't actually happen?
Yes. Oh, fuck, is it going to be the beginning? Because they have to introduce like
we have to know why
Troy, because Helen of Troy wants to marry someone else.
And Helen of Troy, that's not Anne Hathaway.
No, it is. I'll find it for you.
So which army went in the
Lupita
Trojan
Nyong'o.
horse? Oh, okay. Yeah. Which army went in the horse? Was it the Greeks?
Yeah, it must be. Let's say it's the Greeks.
So they snuck in the horse as a trick because it was a gift, right? That was supposed to be the thing, or like a peace offering. They brought it inside.
Yeah.
The soldiers escaped, killed everyone.
It opened the gate, so all the other soldiers.
Right. Okay. I thought they just did it all.
Yeah.
Surprise!
Have you seen the horse scene, the IMAX horse scene? They did it as like a prologue.
Yeah, I did see it. But I don't really remember it that well.
I was like, in all.
Yeah, was it Avatar?
Yes.
But I think I watched it. I managed to put my brain on a setting where I was like, I'm ingesting it right now, but I'm not like taking stock of anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoyed it in the moment, but I didn't. Yeah, I just remember a lot of like running around in the dark.
Yeah.
Do you think Matt Damon gets nominated for an Oscar for this? This feels like his moment.
Interesting.
I've heard people say he's like insanely good.
I just don't know. Like, what are the scenes? Like, is he just gonna be like
where
talking?
He stands out?
Yeah.
Maybe like his son dies. Tom Holland's a son, right?
Yeah, but they're separated.
Yeah, but maybe he finally sees him and he goes, and an arrow hits him.
Does he have to journey back with people, or is he by himself?
I don't know. I feel really...
God, I feel like an idiot.
Yeah, I feel like an idiot. Because anyone listening to this can be like, why am I leaning on these guys?
Why am I listening to this podcast? They're offering nothing of benefit about the fucking movie right now.
I can't wait to see it. Should be really cool.
And we're not going to record the post show tonight either, all right? So get that out of your fucking...
Didn't even say record.
Get that out of your minds right now, all right?
That's going to be a pickup day for sure. We're going to watch the World Cup final tomorrow.
So the Greeks attacked. Fuck, I can't speak. The Trojans, were they Roman or are they like separate thing? Okay, they're their own.
Okay. So the Trojans were their own civilization, or next to the Greeks. Greeks roll up, bish bash bosh.
Mm-hmm.
Then they have to get home.
It's a 10-year journey home.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. So we're gonna get some really interesting depictions of time passing.
Yeah,
because Nolan loves that. Okay, let's go back to like the raw predictions here. Tell me about Robert Pattinson versus Tom Holland and sword fight in this movie.
Your daddy's never coming home. That's what he says.
Yep. So they've left, and so Robert and Tom are in ancient Greece.
Yes. So Anne Hathaway is the mom.
Yeah.
The queen, let's say, and Tom Holland is the son, and Robert Pattinson eventually starts vying for the throne. Let's say. And I bet he's gonna be a really nasty character.
I bet he's gonna kill, poison someone
with his little bowl cut, slinking around.
Yeah.
I've been loving him lately. Dude.
He's perfect for a bowl cut villain role as well.
Yeah.
What does this movie have to avoid to fall into the traps of like a Gladiator 2, or like where it's like it comes out, people watch it. Like we've seen this story of like king must leave, so someone tries to take the throne. Like.
Okay,
that doesn't excite me particularly, if I'm honest with you.
You know what I'm going to say is that epics are often long dramas, right? I don't want this movie to be boring.
Yeah.
I want action after action after action.
That's never been Nolan's thing.
Dunkirk.
It's like action scenes, but they're not like they're Nolan action scenes.
I feel like this movie is gonna have an hour in the middle where we're just gonna be zonked out
of boredom.
I think it's gonna be a little bit boring, but I mean that's what I wanted to avoid. But like you just can't.
I think
out
it's
a
gonna be
3-hour movie.
Yeah, I'm worried it's gonna be a little bit confusing as to like who's talking about who, and I'm not gonna pick up all these like inter-character stories.
A lot of Greek names.
And I'm just like, yeah, exactly. Who is Rabina?
Well, that's Philosophus, and that's
give me Matt back. But no, I love Matt Damon. I think he is like a classic Hollywood movie star who. This is a good vehicle for him in that like he's such a well-known actor at this point. He's done so much work over like multiple decades. I'm happy for him that he's getting this like starring role in the biggest movie of the year. I feel like he hasn't had that in a while. Like The Martian felt like his last.
He got nominated for it too.
Yeah. So I think there's a good chance that this could be his time.
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway, I'm a big fan of.
Yeah. It was interesting. Did you see the Tom Holland and Zendaya interview? Where he got offered the role and he goes up to her before she got offered the role, I guess. I don't know how that happened, but he was like, oh, I've just been offered this part. Like, I don't know, like between Spider-Man and the Avengers. He's like, I don't know if family, he's always like, family is the most important thing for him. She looks at him, she's like, it's Nolan. If you don't take this, like, I'm going to break up with you.
Wow.
Yeah. And
I hope she wouldn't actually do that.
Of course she would.
Yeah.
And that's what Matt Damon said to his wife too. He's like, I'm only going to come out of retirement, so to say, for Nolan. He gets the call for Oppenheimer.
Matt Damon?
Yeah.
He's not retired.
He like put it in a quotation.
Yeah. Or I think he's also at that point where he's like, unless it's like a movie he's actively developing or like at this point, it's got to be worth doing because, this is like a see your family in 6 months type deal.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. And it's grueling, right?
Grueling, tons of locations.
Everything's on location.
Yeah. And Nolan's very intense on set, apparently. No sitting down. No one allowed to sit down.
No phones?
He's like, if you're sitting, you're not like working or something like that.
It's a little bit toxic.
It's a bit much, yeah. But yeah, no, I think let's see what the blood, sweat, and tears being put into this has produced because this is a movie where like my expectations are damn high.
Yeah.
And I want them met. I'm not just going to feed, if it just ticks a few boxes and looks kind of cool, like I'm not going to be easy on this movie because I need this to deliver.
I think we're going to get a lot of like darkly lit or lit by fire, like outdoor fire, and just like long soliloquies or monologues by Matt Damon about like what it means to have family and shit like that. Like I don't want that.
Right.
If I wanted that, I'd go and watch like Ben-Hur,
I want scenes like in Oppenheimer as well when you see inside of his head thinking about like atoms and shit, and you're like, how the hell did they do that practically? Oh, yeah, it was like microscopes and all sorts of crazy things. Like I don't
think you're gonna get that.
I'm not gonna get that exact, but I want that same feeling of like, how did
she's a sword?
I just want to know like how did they do that? Like whether it's gonna be we all know there's like a Cyclops in it. Like I want that scene to. I don't want to be out of it just being like, probably would have been better if they just do some effects.
Yeah.
Like it's got to look really fucking good.
Yeah.
And that's just got to be like one thing. There's got to be like 3 or 4 surprises.
There's a few like based on my knowledge of what he encounters on the journey home. I think you're gonna be in for some nice.
Is there
stuff.
like a Hydra?
I'm not saying.
I'd like a really scary at sea scene.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Ooh, I want to be like uncomfortably scared.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay. All right, let's go.
We'll see you back here in 3,
2, 1. And we are back.
A movie.
A pod.
In IMAX.
Our thoughts.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from the Odyssey less than 24 hours later.
Yeah. Next morning.
Had a shit sleep. I was just so wired.
Yeah. It was my whole sleep cycle was just thrown off.
Yeah.
I felt like I was on a rickety shift while I was trying to sleep.
I'll start here. Just like what an experience.
Yeah.
I was actually, as I was watching it, I was kind of like, I was very enthralled, but I wasn't as into it as I have been other movies. but coming away from it and like how it affected me, it was honestly less of watching a movie and more like it was so immersive.
Yes.
It felt like I was truly on that journey.
But I mean, when you say it was so immersive, yet you weren't like as into it, what do you mean by that?
Like it just like I wasn't like I didn't get chills that much. Like the dialogue didn't move me.
It's like you were sort of. I felt like I was just taking it in.
Yeah, it felt like it was honestly felt like you know when they do like the 4D theme park rides.
Right. Yes.
You're just experiencing.
Yeah,
it. Like,
more of an experience of just like, not knowing what's coming next and not having any ability to like actively introspect or think about anything else other than just like letting the movie unfold
100%.
and just like witnessing the set pieces one by one and figuring out the structure. And I think that's like the first point I wanted to land is just like how the movie was put together. We know Nolan, like that's like his signature ingredient of the way he shows you the scenes and the reasoning. And it was just like he did it again. Like it was just a wonderfully epic, enthralling,
truly epic.
Yeah, like a true modern epic.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because like there would be so many shots and scenes where I would just think like how much work and effort was put into crafting this shot.
You're talking about like the attention to detail.
Yeah,
like was
when they're like running around Troy and there's a burning thing on the right and there's like extras running in the background and they got this. $300,000 IMAX
effects,
camera that's rolling through.
Water. Yeah. Everything you can imagine. Like all the filmmaking tools just on full display. Like I even just wanted to start off by just listing this to you. So Trojan Horse, Battle of Troy, Cyclops, Witch, Giant Soldiers, Hades, Song, Whirlpool, Storm, Calypso, The Suitors.
Yeah.
Just like how many different either sequences or chapters or so many elements to this movie that are there to unpack, and it was long in like the best way possible.
100%. Like it felt long, but not in a bad way. You know what I mean? Like it did feel long enough to feel like you were on this journey.
Yeah, like it's such a long journey of a film, like 20 years of time, and seeing the characters, like the makeup of like younger Matt Damon, and the progression. Then you see him at his oldest, and you start filling in all the blanks, and just another level of attention to detail is just like the whole crew, like how they depict them, and like the strain that the journey takes on all of them, and how consistent that was across like every scene.
We talked a lot like how the story is presented. Different characters would kind of start telling a story, then it would flash back or it would flash forward. So smartly done. Like you're never confused at where you are in the timeline.
Yeah, like maybe the first like I kind of took a bit to get grips with it, like the first like 20 minutes or so, where I was like, there's a few scenes that kind of passed me by, and I was almost like distracted by everything going on that I wasn't even listening to some of the dialogue. But like you say, because it's such a timeless like epic story of like it's more of like there's allegory and there's like poetry. It's like it kind of almost like works like a poem as well.
Exactly. And like beyond the visuals, like some of the dialogue, the sound mixing was better, but still some issues.
Hard to hear quite a lot of end of lines. It kind of trails off a lot. Yeah.
But I noticed like I would love to watch this movie again because there's like
wait to see it again.
There's some dialogue that's like it's so strong. Like with the line, it says like 10 years of rage entered the walls, spilled into the walls that night or something like that. It's just like crazy.
Would you reason with an ant?
Yeah, just like things like that.
Things like that. Like, you're like, such a nice line.
But in the moment, it doesn't really hit for you because you're just like in awe of what you're watching. Like, oh my god!
And like it's kind of like listening to like a really amazing like hip hop verse for the first time. Like it's fast and like you're picking up little bits, but there's you're missing things that you're gonna have to catch on like on a repeat viewing.
Yes, what a good
thank you
allegory that is.
But like I just wanted to kind of dive into some of these scenes, like, and then we'll talk about maybe the performances a little bit because we haven't talked about really that so far. Of all those kind of scene headlines I noted, which ones say like top 3 for you?
Top 3 for me. I think my favorite one, and we kind of talked about this after the show, was the storm sequence.
Yes,
where he says we're on Poseidon's seas and we're open to Zeus's sky, and like. That's
what we were saying, like all the different filmmaking departments. That's where like you could tell they did some on location, I'm sure, and some probably in a big tank. And just the way they just used every toy in the books.
Man. Like especially seeing it in IMAX, it was so loud.
Yeah.
The lightning,
Frightening. And
the lightning
pitch black ocean.
wasn't done in like a to light the scene. It was just like flashing on the screen. It was
like strobe lighting.
So loud. I was like gripping the seat. I was like, oh my god, this is outrageous.
And you'd like lose the boat and it would be pitch black and you're kind of looking out for it. And then like a lightning strike would go off and you'd see a bit, or there was some patches of fire and you're seeing people just like get lost off the boat.
For their life. You just know Nolan's having a time.
Yeah, we were joking. He's just fucking conducting that shit like a DJ.
Yeah.
Got Travis Scott going.
Travis, spin harder.
Matt Damon just like, holy fucking shit. Keep going, Matt.
Hold on.
We're going portside.
Yeah, some of the other scenes, I like the Cyclops scene a lot.
Yeah.
That's just the way they like kind of ratcheted the tension, then brought it down, and then brought it up again, you know? It wasn't
like a puzzle.
Yes, it was like a puzzle, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, because he was a very like philosophical kind of figure, this king, and watching him like problem solve and watching his guilt of keeping all his men alive versus like, is he just doing it so he can survive? And what are his real priorities? And all the time we're getting flashes to this time in the distant future when he's with Charlize Theron, who plays Calypso, and at some point sort of put this blanket of dream-like forgetting amnesia under him and took care of him for 7 years to the point where he almost like forgot about his family. And like the way it would like choose to bounce from those two scenes of like as he starts to remember. And it seemed like it was almost a cycle they did every day. Like, because he starts off and
she knew like she's
eating this flower.
Yeah, she knew that he was gonna remember eventually. It took him 7 years till he was finally ready.
Yeah,
and that's why she let him.
I'm getting chills right now.
Yeah, and it's like, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say when it really hit for me of like, because when we were driving home, you're also so tired, you're still processing it. I'm like, I might wake up in the morning, I might be an 8 out of 10, a 9 or a 10, and I kind of woke up like still like I think I'm in that sort of 9 region. And then we were just watching the World Cup final, and a new trailer played for it. And really? Once the movie rolls out, the trailers get a bit more in depth. And just seeing the images again, I was like, "Fuck, I want to watch that again."
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And for me, that's quite rare. Like, normally, even if I love a movie, I still need like a couple months before I feel a desire to watch it again. But I would like to see that movie again, and I would actually be curious to see it not in IMAX and see
IMAX.
To study the movie a bit and like like there's interesting framing decisions you can make when you don't have that full. I will say there's like a few scenes where it's like I don't think we need the IMAX cameras for this scene necessarily. Like
but his whole thing was to shoot the entire thing in IMAX, right?
It felt more of like a cool thing to do than maybe a necessity. But I'm still really impressed they did it.
Fuck, dude, I haven't even talked about like. Sorry, just
and then we need the third scene.
The third scene, I gotta be the Trojan horse for me.
Okay, and that obviously like when they first get pulled in. When they first along the logs.
But that was pretty good too. No, when they opened the gate, when John Barenthal is like, have you heard it from inside the horse? He tells the story. It's like, and the score.
I didn't hear him say that. Have you heard it from inside the horse? Was that when he's talking to Tom Holland?
He's talking to Tom Holland.
That's cool.
And the score by Ludwig just ramps up.
Yeah.
And you think it's going to crescendo, but it just goes for like 4 more minutes. It just gets faster and faster. You're like, oh my God.
And like even just those moments, like I think sometimes Nolan's a bit heavy-handed or underhanded with his humor, but this movie had very little humor, but when it did hit, it really worked. Like that scene provided a little bit of humor, just the way they're so cramped together.
Yeah.
And even in the Cyclops scene when he's like, should we try reasoning with it? Or like, should we do anything? He's like, I think we're past that. That was great.
The Cyclops screaming in the cave too.
Scary, man.
Scary.
Unsettling. Yeah. I think we were right about Nolan starting to test the waters of horror a little bit. And I know he said he's going to take a break, but like this felt like his eeriest sort of, for lack of a better word, just scarier scenes that I think he's done.
Yeah, because he's got the witch scene as well. Like, there's just so much.
I didn't
You mentioned the witch. Yeah, there's just so much, and the suitor scene too when he draws the bow and it plays the chord. Like,
and just every visit to the suitors like dinners was like really intense.
Robert Pattinson was good.
Like,
played a really sniveling, conniving plate licker.
The status quo is like right at the edge of like revolt at all times, and it's getting nastier. And Tom Holland's grip on keeping things under wraps is slipping. I know we talked a little bit about John Leguizamo and how that was maybe one of the few.
Yeah, his character seemed to be like a bit silly written. Like he was very like he was blind, obviously, but it's shown in the first scene that he's able to tell what kind of fighting style Tom Holland does, which really bothered me. He's like, how can you see? He's like, I can hear by your footsteps and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And when he gets reunited with Odysseus, he's like, who are you?
Yeah.
Where is Odysseus? Like, I don't know who you are. And it's just
Yeah.
like, buddy, like, it's already shown that you're like kind of like Daredevil-esque, you know?
Yeah.
You have these heightened senses. It was a bit silly.
It kind of had to suit the plot at certain points. Like,
He was giving shit dialogue.
Yeah. And just like, you probably touch his face. Like, you probably know it's him.
100%. Yeah.
But little gripes here and there that really didn't affect my overall enjoyability at all.
I think one of my favorite aspects of the movie is like kind of Matt Damon's monologue to Anne Hathaway at the end there. That's when it really, because it came home for me. It was really confusing is when they're all sailing home and he decides to go the opposite direction of the king. He seems to be making weird decisions about like not wanting to go home. He tells Calypso, he's like, you know, or after he hears the sirens, another great scene. He says like, you know, they realize that I didn't want to go home. And I was like, man, what the fuck is he talking about? And it comes through with this like common thread of like, at that time, hospitality and a common understanding between strangers is just the norm. And by using the Trojan horse, they totally just like uprooted civilization, and it just started
almost
this,
like the invention of lying, kind of like you figured out how to do this new like level of treachery
tactic. It's just like, and it's just you just betrayed,
you hoodwinked them all,
strangers' trust, and there's just all this talk about people from the sea, and it turns out like they are part of the people from the sea. It's just like going around burning villages, just trying to survive, and it's just like he realized he's like, I ruined the world, and like goes back to his fight at Troy, and he just sees them like just murdering priests or priestess and stuff like that. So that
and the way they tied him with Athena, and like the way she would visit him and him dealing with all that stuff, and
saving that for the end was just like, for me, it really tied a really nice bow on it.
It really did. And just like saving that long redemption kind of arc of like, if he was gonna like forgive himself of his sins, I feel he needed to like be the hero to such an undeniable point of like, he is so worthy to be back.
He just solos all the suitors.
He takes all the shit from people undercover. He just like gets the most satisfying revenge, like in the most like holy sort of way, to the point where they all just start surrendering. I loved that final action scene. It went on the sword fighting choreography, and it was some of the best I think Nolan's ever done. I think it was better than like his Dark Knight stuff for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
The shield work was really good. The impact of the swords felt really strong. No blood. He hates blood, eh?
There was like,
it's rated R.
It's rated R, yeah. I sort of F-bomb.
Yeah.
Maybe PG-13.
Yeah, I feel like
F-bomb.
Yeah, exactly.
But
good fucking movie though.
I just like how like it's long, but like you love it for being long. Like
it has to be long.
It has to be long.
Like, the other you touched on it briefly. We haven't talked about the sirens. I thought that was like, I saw some people online, like a few people don't love the acting style. They're kind of criticizing Matt Damon's performance.
Oh,
and
really?
I think they're missing it a little bit in terms of like, they want this like historically accurate performance, but really this is like a very unique vision of this story with Nolan settings and Nolan cast. But like, I don't think anyone can deny his whole performance through the sirens thing, of him just dealing with that deep, deep pain of all his decisions and regrets, and what you're saying with changing the world, and you in the way he's just wailing.
But like, it was, and then that's like, you don't understand where his pain is coming from, and then for Nolan to wait and tell you an hour later, I just loved it.
Yeah, I think at that point, like, you do know, like, you understand some of the things he is really struggling with, but you don't have the full picture.
You don't have the full picture,
But it was just so earnest. Like, that scene really stood out for me, of the just like,
I mean,
seeing the other guys take the wax out and they're jumping.
And I could see like sirens, like people maybe want to see Nolan's interpretation of like
how
transformation to a creature, but I think the way he handled it was more than great for me.
Yeah, some body horror as well with the witch.
Yeah, with the witch, the pigs,
turning the guys into pigs. That was the way they shot that. Her hands would run over their face and there'd be a bit more fur.
Yeah,
you could tell she's just wiping it on.
Stretch out her nose, their nose, and stuff like that.
And the eating of the soup and
and I really liked how he the eating of the soup was disgusting.
Yeah, it was. So gross. They're like choking on it and like crying but still enjoying it. Yeah. It was just wild.
And like how he reasons with her too, I think that was really well done. Matt Damon's performance. Actually, before we get to that, I did mention to you on the drive home, like, the cast was extremely multicultural.
Right.
And like, sure, it's not historically accurate, but it just really worked for me. It just like, Nolan's like, hey, this is what it's gonna be. Like, fucking deal with it.
Yep. Exactly. As long as you set the rules for the universe and you're
100%.
like consistent with them, and he obviously
it
hired
looked
actors
really
he
good to
wanted.
have like kind of like the background actors just like all different colors and shapes. You're like, oh yeah, like whatever.
Yeah.
It felt very normal.
Yep.
But yeah, to Matt Damon's performance here, we're talking maybe Oscar nom. I think for sure.
Yes.
And like we're very reminiscent of Leo in The Revenant. It's just such a physically demanding role.
And physically impressive with all the archery.
It's just like drowning.
Different ages, fit as a fiddle at the beginning, and that sort of slow, broken. He was fucking good. I don't care what anyone says. Like I thought that was a performance definitely worthy of potentially an Academy Award. Mm-hmm. We'll see what the end of the year brings. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Indy and Matt, who knows? What a lineup that would be. I can actually see that being the two winners.
Yeah, I mean, the Oscars is desperate for clicks.
I think Obsession's going to do really well at the Oscars this year. Little side note. I think they're going to really jump on it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like, we could wax lyrical about this movie. There's not really anything negative.
No, yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, I would really want to harp on, like, the IMAX thing.
Yes.
I know you said, like, I'm sure AVX delivers a great experience as well, but like to really separate this movie from movie to experience, for me at least, it felt so different to just sit there and like be in it.
Yes, you are just in that movie,
and like
sure.
The bass is like rattling my chest.
Yeah,
like the tension is crazy.
The ocean shots.
Yeah, you just like
scope of it, and the ships and the sails and the everything in IMAX just looks phenomenal. Like, even just like the actors' faces, like Tom Holland's performance. We haven't really talked about Tom Holland at all, but he's solid. I don't think he's anything incredible.
No, I think he's still growing into who he is as a serious actor.
And that fit that character.
Yeah, that character is a prince not ready to be king.
Yeah.
And that's definitely what Tom Holland is in Hollywood.
Yes.
You know, dare I say it.
Totally. But he has that mise en scène. Like, when he's on screen...
the mise en scène.
He does capture and seeing, just another thing on the IMAX, like seeing his face in that, it just felt good. Like, I think Nolan was very intentional of like big name actors who can like fill that screen. Yeah. You know, like, just like their experience, and they all deserve to be there. Like, you know what I mean? Anne Hathaway. And I think it was an interesting casting. Like, you could have gone more like unknown characters or lesser known actors, but like even like the minor, assistant Mia Goth, why not just throw her in there? Like,
she did well too. She's also kind of conniving. You don't get very distrusting.
Robert Pattinson, he's having a lot of fun with this one. He's all snickering, like, nah. And he's having a bit more fun.
Yeah,
because he's not, I feel like on set he didn't get to go to any of like the cool locations.
No.
He's like, I'm just gonna be a fucking little rat.
Yeah,
and he's well casted.
Every time a new weapon dropped out, he's like, grab the swords, grab the spears.
His little lips.
Shields, grab the shields.
Yeah, he's like little twitchy eyes.
Yeah.
Get him! What are you waiting for?
Yeah, exactly.
You plate liquor.
God, that movie, it just had so much. So much. I just
keep unpacking it.
Exactly.
Like,
I just keep thinking.
We talked about the giant soldiers and how cool that was.
I do truly want to watch it again.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to see it again.
Yeah.
Is there any other scenes? I just want to make sure we've covered all the good stuff.
Oh, did we talk about the Hades?
We didn't.
Like, seeing the way Elliot Page delivers this, like,
his big moment.
Yeah, this like harrowing moment as a dead soldier, kind of conveying to Matt Damon like
how he basically betrayed him.
How a single person was affected on his side of the Trojan War, and Matt Damon's already carrying the grief of the Trojans, so it was just like, it was good. Yeah, really good. It was an interesting way to show, like, we've seen like
visual depiction was really
to show the dead, right? We've seen that before in like Lord of the Rings kind of thing, where it's like the ghosts and stuff like that. But this was like rising from the sand.
It felt like a scene out of All Quiet on the Western Front, like the new Netflix one, where just that brutal war realism and the way they talked, and their mouth was kind of full of ash and stuff. Like, it was just, again, just great filmmaking. Just like, and I bet that was in fucking Iceland somewhere. Like, the way that location was so cool.
I mean, we have like the cinematography by Hoyt van Hoytema. The editing is so good. I think Christopher Nolan's wife does the editing.
She produces, Emma Thomas.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
But I think he uses the same editor, like another woman, for like all of his movies. Yeah. The editing was just great.
I mean, Yeah, it's the minor gripes we talked about, like a little bit of sound mixing, the dialogue, and John Leguizamo's character kind of got the short end of the stick. We'll say, it's not necessarily
It wasn't
on him.
awful,
It's not,
but
yeah,
yeah.
but it's just like the writing had to have someone be a vessel to kind of deliver the opening exposition. And
Yes.
he unfortunately got stuck with it.
Mm-hmm. What was the very opening graphic? Just one line in a mythological past or something like that. It opened on a really quick little title of like perceived impossibilities or something like that, just to set the tone.
It says something like when gods are real or something like that.
Wasn't that?
Could have been. Could have been.
Get up. Fun fact: while I'm looking this up, I saw someone filming that entire boat sequence,
Really?
the ship sequence. He just had his fucking phone out like this, with the wide lens.
Did you say something?
No, he was like 3 rows in front of me. He had his brightness fully down, but I'm like, that's fucking so risky, dude. Like, that's still a fucking
Shame on him.
Yeah, I agree.
We didn't really talk much about like the Agamemnon and Helen of Troy kind of side plot there. I thought the other guy we watched with, he really liked the comeuppance that Agamemnon got.
Right.
And yeah, it's just good to see like these little threads they're always like kind of they come full circle. Even Elliot Page, you see him in the opening scene, and then he gets his Hades scene to kind of tie a bow on that.
I found it. Yes, 100%. Beautiful. In a time of apparent magic. That's what it said.
Okay, yeah.
And that's just perfect. For
Based on a true story kind of thing. It's kind of what it's saying.
With a twist.
With a twist, yeah.
A little twist.
Does this make you want to read the book or crush an audiobook?
Oh, no, it really does.
Yeah.
I'm like...
I did a quick Google last night, and apparently like you can read a more common language version.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's probably what I would want to explore, yeah.
Yeah. Or yeah, even if you could do kind of both, like a No Fear Shakespeare version, kind of side by side.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
That would be cool.
Grade 10 throwback.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was great. One of the movie experiences of the year. Most fun I've had in
For
forever.
sure. It's crushing the box office.
Go see
Get
it.
out and see
Be
it.
one of the
If
people
you
that saw
can't
it.
be at an IMAX, just go see it.
Yeah. 70 mils great. If not regular IMAX,
Make
still
it
cool.
loud. Yeah.
But yeah,
You'll
try and
have a
see
great
this.
time.
Exactly. The movies are alive and fucking well.
100%. And we will actually see you guys back here in 2 weeks' time for...
Ever since I got bitten by that spider.
the return of 3 actors from the Odyssey. Name them.
Holland, Zendaya, and fucking... I want to say like Michael Mando or something.
Unfortunately, it's John Barrow.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But yeah, we'll see you back here for Spider-Man Brand New Day. All right. Thanks for listening. I've been Oven.
I've been Anthony. Cool.